Hey there, gorgeous heart. Have you ever paused to wonder why the guys you barely notice seem to chase you forever, while the one who makes your soul sparkle plays hard to get, like it is a full-time sport? Yeah, it feels wild, right? Like love has a secret rule book. We never got to read the ones you do not even feel a spark with. They are all in texting, sweet words, sharing their deepest feelings, complimenting your laugh like it is their favorite song. Some even stick around when you have gently said, "Not now, thanks." But the guy who actually makes your heart skip, oh honey, he is ghosting your texts like a pro. His replies show up slower than a snail on vacation, and his interest fades faster than morning dew ever crossed paths with that dreamy man, the rare gem who shines bright in a crowd of ordinary faces like a prince, wearing confidence like a crown. But instead of just soaking in the good vibes, your mind jumps into strategy mode. Okay, I really want this to work, so I must not blow it. Am I even worthy of him? Let us rush to a date, maybe sneak in a kiss that feels electric, not awkward. ASAP gotta dodge that tricky friend zone trap, because that is a dead-end street for romance, must make him miss me when I am away, and oh my, what if he does not reply to my text right this second? See, there is a massive difference between just hanging with someone and meeting a maybe forever person, because when it is just someone, we can be chill, relaxed, our true selves. Maybe even flirt a little, let our magic shine, finding words flows easy. But when it is a potential match, oh wow, that is a whole new level. Suddenly it matters so much, because this could be the one who fills that quiet ache inside that even endless Netflix marathons and scrolling through thousands of social media friends could not heal, the one who makes us feel truly seen, valued, like we matter deeply. The one who might just hold the shiny key to our happily ever after dream. Yeah, I know thinking like that is a lot, but let us say you have met this incredible guy. Now how do you not mess it up, especially when the stakes feel sky high, a future with him, all sparkles, joy, and cozy moments versus a future without him, just meh, gray, and kind of empty. So let us unpack this together. I am an author. I write real talk, relationship, and dating books. Just for women, I also explore emotional wisdom and handling those tricky, heavy feelings. My real name is... Well, that is why my easy-to-remember pen name is Brian Knox. And here's the first big truth. If you think you have met a great guy, honestly, you still know almost nothing about him for so many reasons, like pheromones, that invisible pull, how he looks, how he talks, who he reminds you of, plus 1,000 other things our hearts and minds do that we will never fully understand. Your whole being might whisper, yep, that is the one, the chosen. One, the dream maker. And when that hits, some call it love at first sight. It is because he just fits the perfect picture. Your mind has been sketching over time, but it is all built on what you can see or smell like, pheromones, and big, hopeful assumptions. Yes, assumptions, your brain takes a tiny clue and paints a whole masterpiece, just like in those movies where you just know, yep, that is the troublemaker. That is the one. Why? Because of his energy. Duh. But at that point, you have zero proof. If you two actually vibe, if you are someone who feels nervous in new connections, and that is your attachment style, will that make him run, or will he stay and comfort you if you are strong and secure with an amazing career? Will he celebrate that, or will it scare him off? Or worse, make him competitive instead of supportive? You have no clue. Will he even recall your name tomorrow? Does he keep his promises? Will he start flirting with your best friend at that party after a few drinks? You have absolutely no idea yet, but your mind might insist it does. Well. Duh, I feel like I have known him forever. I just know who he is. I can sense these things. When, well, maybe your mind should apply to the CIA as a human truth detector. Because, hello, we do not actually know these things. And that is step number one. When you meet a great guy, realizing, nothing about him yet, he is not great yet. It will take time. This is just the first round of the longest, most important interview of your life, the role of your romantic partner. It is a careful vetting journey, so the goal is to discover who he really is, and that happens by seeing him in all kinds of moments and by really paying close attention. So please do not sweep any bright red warning signs under the rug seriously, because so many relationships fall apart over things that were obvious flags in the first few weeks, but we chose to look away, been there, learned. That's step two. This works both ways. He is supposed to figure out who you truly are so he can decide to hold you close forever or walk away, and scaring off the wrong people is always a victory. If someone easy to spook runs at the first sign of real you, they are by definition not your person, because life gets tough. Relationships get tough, so we do not want someone who bails at the first bump. Show him the real you. No masks, no holding back. The sooner he sees what you are all about, the sooner he can decide. Now, there is a theory that says, hey, I should hold back certain parts of me until he is totally in love. Then he will accept those things I prefer to hide at first. And yeah, technically that is true. The love chemicals can blind him. He might not mind or even notice those things then, but that fog eventually lifts and he returns to being his normal self, liking and disliking whatever he liked and disliked before. It is easy to spot when the fog has lifted. By the way, let us say fast cars are his passion. As long as he is saying, I know it is race day, but I would rather help you with your chores because I love being near you. Yeah, the fog is still thick. It has lifted when you hear, oh no, wait, you are blocking the screen. Even though you are giving him those dreamy eyes, then the fog has officially cleared in all seriousness. The reason you may have felt that the men you were not into were way more into you than the ones you crushed on hard is because the first group probably met the real cool, calm, collected you, whereas the guys you had sky-high interest in probably met the way too eager version of you that maybe forgot to show her true self for all the reasons we hide when we fall hard for someone. Third, if you have met a great guy, your mind will flip to scarcity mode. He is not just a great guy, then he is the only great guy. And you know what? Sometimes the facts seem to back this up. You have maybe already had a few tough breakups and failed relationships and maybe a ton of awkward dates proving he must be the only decent guy out there. But that scarcity mindset is definitely not your friend. It is going to make you stressed, uptight, and well, not yourself. So dating him will not be fun. Then having a relationship with him may not even be possible, but will definitely not be joyful. The solution is pretty simple. We just have to wake up to all of this and try to be as emotionally wise as we can be. And sure, you may feel all these strong emotions and feelings, and if they feel good, then that is wonderful. But either way, this is not a big deal, yet he is not a big deal, yet he will have to prove that first. And that takes time, sometimes years. If he has been treating you well for years, if you feel amazing most of the time in the relationship you have with him for years, then he becomes a big deal. But for now, try to decide to just enjoy all of this, to discover him. And what may or may not happen, relationship-wise, without trying to control it. Go with the flow. That if you ask me is the best mindset for whenever you have met someone great, and it is of course never easy, because falling hard for someone we would love to have a relationship with shakes us up no matter who you are. But if that happens, I hope you will remember this video, and if you want the deeper wisdom, as always, you can find it on Brianix.com or in my books. They are on Amazon. You can just type my pen name Brian Knox in the search box. I will also put links in the description underneath this video as well. And I want to thank you very much for sticking around until the very end. I love it when you do that and hope to see you in another video. Soon, you deserve real love that feels like home. Keep your heart open but your eyes wide. Trust your gut, but verify with time. Love should feel like peace, not panic. You are worthy exactly as you are right now. Let connection unfold naturally. Like a beautiful flower, your vibe attracts your tribe, so shine bright. Real love does not rush, it grows with care. You are enough, you are worthy, you are loved. And that, my friend, is the real tea on finding and keeping great love in a messy world. Good love feels easy, not like a constant test. Your heart knows the way when your mind is quiet. Take your time, the right one will wait. Confidence is sexy, but kindness is unforgettable. Stay true to your beautiful self. Always you deserve that kind of real love. Keep your heart open but your eyes wide. Trust your gut. But verify with time. Love should feel like peace, not panic. You are worthy exactly as you are right now. Let connection unfold naturally like a beautiful flower. Your vibe attracts your tribe, so shine bright. Real love does not rush, it grows with care. You are enough, you are worthy, you are loved. And that, my friend, is the real tea on finding and keeping great love. In this wild, beautiful, messy world of hearts and hopes and second chances, always remember, you are the prize, not the pursuer. Let love find you when you are busy being your most authentic, sparkly self.